Hey guys, this is Emma. I hope everybody's had a great week and you're all staying safe and healthy. I hope you've been able to spend some time with family and friends, and hopefully we get to see you soon. So today's story is going to be about how Jesus miraculously fed a crowd with 5 loaves and 2 fish. I do have a picture for the story. Usually we would put this on the wall, but since we haven't been able to be at Sunday school, I have the picture with me. So this is the story: Jesus fed a crowd. Jesus' disciples had been healing people and teaching them. So Jesus said to them, "Let's go to a quiet place where we can be alone and get some rest." Jesus and his disciples got into a boat to cross the Sea of Galilee, but many people ran ahead of Jesus. When Jesus and his disciples got to the shore, the people were already there waiting for them. Jesus saw the crowd, and he cared about them because they were like sheep who needed a shepherd. So Jesus taught the people many things about God's kingdom, and he healed people who were sick. By this time, it was late in the day. Jesus' disciples came to him and said, "Tell the people to go away to buy themselves something to eat." But Jesus said, "You give them something to eat." Jesus' disciples were confused. "We can't feed this many people," they said. Jesus asked them, "How many loaves of bread do you have? Go look." Jesus' disciple Andrew said, "A boy here has 5 loaves and 2 fish." Jesus took the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven, and then he blessed the bread. The disciples passed out the food to the people, and everyone ate until they were full. Jesus fed about 5,000 men that day, plus women and children. So in this story, Jesus was able to provide for the physical needs of the crowd. And that is a way that Jesus is able to show miracles and help people believe that God is truly able to help us and guide us to where we need to be. This also helps the people believe more in God as they were able to see the miracles themselves. For a big picture question today, we have, why did Jesus perform miracles? When you think about the question, why did Jesus perform miracles, you think that Jesus performed miracles to glorify God. He wanted to show that he is the Son of God and to care for the people. So he did all these things for those people in order to help them follow God and guide them where they needed to be. So I have 3 main questions, and I want you guys to think about these questions and think how you would answer them. So the first question is, what do you do when faced with a problem too big for you to solve? When you're faced with a big problem, you usually get stressed and overwhelmed, and you don't know how to deal with the situation. So when you do have a big problem, you want to seek guidance from the Lord and have him, just ask him to help you overcome the obstacle and follow him in order to deal with the problem and be able to solve it. Another question I have is, describe a time you had to wait on Jesus to meet a need. So thinking about this, when was a time that you asked Jesus for guidance and you had to wait for that? When did he have you have a certain amount of time that you needed to wait for a need in order for it to be solved properly? So an example could be if you asked him to watch over you as you played a game, like a sport. It may take him time to be able to help you find where you need to be in that big game and keep you calm and focused. And it may take a couple games to get there, but he'll always help you out in the end. And the last question is, what role can your family play in providing for the needs of others? What do you think your family can do in order to help others, both to learn about God and help them when they need it? You can have your family pray for them. You can pray for that family and ask God to help them provide what they need and support them as they're going through hard times. You can also ask them to go to church with you and tell them about God in order to help them find that guidance from God. And our key passage today is, "Many, Lord my God, are the wonders you have done, the things you planned for us, none can compare with you." Psalm 45. So in this key passage, it talks about how God always has a plan for us, how He's always knows what He wants to do for us. Even though it may take time, He always knows what He wants us to do and how He wants us to follow Him. And at the end of the key passage says, none can compare with you, showing that nothing is greater than God Himself. And that's why He can make these miracles and show people and help them to believe in Him. So we'll go over it one more time just so you guys can keep that in the back of your mind and think about it. So, many, Lord my God, are the wonders you have done, the things you've planned for us. None can compare with you. Psalm 45. So, I hope you guys are going to have an amazing week if you're going back to school. I hope you stay safe and you get to see all your friends and that you have a good time at school, easy time with work. Don't get too stressed out. That is all I have for you today, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and your week, and I hope you're doing well. Bye.